So the main reason why you guys don't like Snow White or boycotting the movie or celebrating the fact that it's bombing in the box office is because nobody likes Rachel Zegler. So let me just say this. Let me just play devil's advocate. I advise you to watch the movie with an open mind. Like, open your mind for a second. And let's just pretend that none of us saw the press. Let's just pretend we didn't scroll through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, wherever you were, and you saw Rachel Zegler's face saying shit like this.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
If you didn't see that, or just pretend for a second you didn't see that, the movie is not bad. And I think that's the main problem with Snow White, is the fact that nobody can separate the art from the artists. Like, for example, I really like the song I Believe I Can Fly. It's a great song. No, everyone can agree I Believe I Can Fly is not a bad song. Now, do I like the artist?
But we do begin tonight with singer R. Kelly, sentenced to 30 years behind bars after his conviction on racketeering and sex trafficking charges.
No, I don't like the artist, but I like the song. Let me give you another example. And this is going to be a really harsh example, and I'm not comparing this person to that person or whatever. I just want to do an experiment with you. Look at this painting. Isn't it a beautiful painting? Or this one? Or that one? Some of you may see where I'm going with this. That painting was painted by the dude who started the Holocaust.
My instructions!
So, let's separate the art from the artist for a second. I don't think Disney is stupid. Well, let me take that back. Disney has done stupid things, like how they really pushed diversity on the Peter Pan that nobody saw. And not gonna lie, I was extremely upset when they keep replacing redheads with other actors. Why can't people just create new characters? You know what I mean? Like, when I first sat in the movie theater and I was watching Snow White, I was so ready to dog on it. I was so ready to set up the lights, set up the camera, set up this microphone, and tell y'all Snow White was a piece of shit. But it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. And I'm not saying it's the best movie ever made. I'm not saying it was amazing and blew me away. No, it's a freaking Disney movie. It was a standard Disney movie, okay? And I think the reason why we're all bashing on it and boycotting on Snow White is because I think it's a trend now to do that. But you see, I came in there with an open mind. I was actually invited to the movie. I wasn't not going to watch the movie, but somebody invited me to watch the movie, and I'm not going to say no, so I watched the movie. And when I watched it, my first thought was, why didn't they just make this original character? Why didn't they just create a new name and still have Rachel Zegler play her or whatever? Because you cannot deny the fact that Rachel Zegler is a good singer. She's a good actress, and she is pretty. Like, she is the full package. The only thing that sucks is her personality.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird.
And I understand that beauty fades and stupid is forever. I get that. But you cannot deny the fact that she's talented.
That we will live the years together. But there are dreams that cannot be.
So I feel like when Disney was doing the casting call and Rachel came in and she did her audition, they were all pretty much blown away because they casted her. I don't think this movie was pushing some woke agenda or shoving forced diversity down our throats. It was just showing a modern representation of the movie today. And you cannot also deny the fact that, well, by the way, before I say this, I fully agree that Gal Gadot is a pretty bad actress.
Hello, no.
I just don't like her as Wonder Woman.
Hello, no.
She ruined Wonder Woman for me.
Hello, no.
That's just my opinion. But we could all agree, or maybe some of you can agree, that she's not a great actress. But she killed it, dude. Dude, she killed it. She killed it in the movie. I loved how evil she was. I love her songs. I love her little dances. She was good, okay? Everybody did good. And I understand sometimes the pacing was a little off and it was kind of bad in some areas. Not bad, I should say cringy. Like, I didn't like how Dopey started talking and he was a narrator the whole time. You know, like some of that. Like, I didn't like that. But that's okay. You know, the movie isn't the worst thing ever made. Now, if you want to watch a really terrible movie with bad ADR and like really bad script writing and shit, watch Madam Web and tell me if that movie is better than Snow White. If you say that, then what is wrong with you? At least I had an open enough mind to sit down in the movie theater and watch the movie. And we understand that Disney isn't how it was. And I understand that Disney kind of sucks when it comes to pushing diversity and shoving wokeness down our throats. But I feel like this is kind of a step to the right direction. I just think that Rachel Zegler kind of just dropped the ball. And she said shit like this.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again.
Like, I'm being so serious.
Like, that was extremely disrespectful, and I totally agree. But you have to separate the art from the artist. At the bottom line, I'm not going to give this movie a 10 out of 10, but I'm definitely not going to give it a 1 out of 10 either. This movie is like a good 7 out of 10. Like, if I was cleaning my house and I saw it on streaming, I might put it on just for a bit, you know? Like, I don't want to discredit all the work that people have put into this movie all because of just one girl. Now, is Disney going to recast her again? Probably not. She shot herself in her own foot. She ruined, I think, a lot of opportunities for her when it comes to Disney moving forward because of the way she was talking crap about the film and the original film. So, if I was Disney, I wouldn't cast her anymore. But I would also, if I was working for Disney, I would tell them to please stop with the remakes. Please. Please, please. My thing is, I think Disney should go back to their roots and like just do normal, original stuff. Or if you're gonna do a remake on something, just put your own original spin to it, maybe. You know, like Wicked, for an example. Wicked is a adaptation of a Broadway play, right? Wicked, the movie, is nothing like the Broadway play. The only thing that's really similar are the songs. But they changed it to format it with the film, and they did a great job doing that. And like, I understand like with the whole Snow White thing, like it's the whole her skin is white as snow, and they casted somebody whose skin wasn't white as snow, and a lot of people was arguing over that. My thing is, if you can do well on a character and you can really embody it as an actor, nobody's gonna say anything, and I will prove it right here.
Something else, something more powerful. It's drawing energy from Earth's core.
See, now that's some bullshit.
You guys seen Marvel movies. I love Marvel movies. Nick Fury is white. But Samuel L. Jackson played that character so good, nobody talked about race at all because he embodied that character. Every time somebody says Nick Fury, I don't think about the white guy anymore from the comics. I think about Samuel L. Jackson. I don't think race is an issue. I just think Rachel Zegler just did a terrible job promoting the film. And you shouldn't let her and her opinions and her controversy stop you from watching this film because it is pretty good. That's all I need to say about that. Yeah, like and subscribe and do all that. Bye.